Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest look at your forecast. It was a beautiful day yesterday. This is where we should be for this time of year, but we are warming up in the coming days. Highs more in the upper 70s for today with mostly sunny skies. We'll have quite a bit of sun and cloud-free conditions through the early afternoon hours. Then clouds begin to increase. Can't completely rule out a few sprinkles, maybe even a brief thunderstorm from these clouds as we head into the afternoon and evening hours, but you'll notice how the rain increases in Missouri tonight. That's where the highest probability of rain is going to be. We will have a warm front pushing through late tonight into tomorrow morning. That's going to set up along Highway 36 in the late afternoon into Wednesday evening and may spark off a few late day showers and thunderstorms. But you'll notice that Supercast is not really indicating a whole lot of rain in our area. It mainly stays up to our north. So it is possible we miss it out completely. I still expect our best overall chance of rain occurring Thursday night with the cold front pushing through. And you can see the storms beginning to fire up at 5 o'clock in north central Kansas and then starting to push eastward as we head into the evening hours. Now this is 10 o'clock. You'll notice right now, Kansas City should be okay for the Chiefs game. But even if this were to hold true in the Chiefs game, the Kansas City area would be fine. If you're heading back west after the game, be aware. It may not be severe, but at the very least, you may have to run into some locally heavy rainfall. So be prepared for that. Check the latest radar, the latest forecast, obviously, but the latest radar, if you're heading to the Chiefs game, I'm coming back into northeast Kansas because you may run into storms. And that could be severe. It does show that we are dry at 1 a.m. We'll see how that plays out. So we'll continue to fine-tune the forecast here in the coming days. So that is not set in stone by any means, but just something to think about. Highway 36 tomorrow into tomorrow night, a marginal risk of severe weather. That's if even if storms exist. It may stay up to our north and we miss out completely, but it is a possibility. Then we have that slight risk for much of northeast Kansas in the WIBW viewing area for the hail and wind risk with that cold front pushing through. So here's how it plays out here on our Weather Prediction Center outlook. You can see the majority of the rainfall is going to stay up to our north in Nebraska and Iowa. That's where the heaviest of the rain will be for the next 7 days. Highway 36 could get at least a half-inch worth of rainfall. Obviously less the farther to the south you go. So we'll continue to track that as we'll keep an eye on those chances for rain. I did remove the rain chance for tonight and tomorrow night in the 8-day, but don't be surprised if there is an isolated shower thunderstorm here and there. It would be extremely isolated. That's why I have opted to take it out because it's not going to impact a lot of the area. So I don't want to get your hopes up by putting it in there. But you can see that we will have that opportunity for storms Thursday night, where the puddle ducky is. That's where the best chance of rain will be. Still may not be widespread. There still may be some spots that miss out on a lot of the rain, but there's still that wiggle room for changes in the forecast. And then look at that. We just stay steady in the upper 50s and low 60s Friday through early next week. So if you're not a fan of the fall-like temperatures, the cool temperatures, take advantage of today through Thursday. I will mention that winds will be a factor, especially after today. We may have some wind gusts up to 20 miles per hour today, but between tomorrow and even through the weekend, we're talking about wind gusts between 25 and 40 miles per hour at times. Maybe even stronger than that in a few spots. There is the possibility that at times, we'll watch maybe Wednesday night, Thursday, but especially Friday, that some, if not all, northeast Kansas could be in a wind advisory. So just something to be aware of, especially on Friday, when that wind will bring us some much colder temperatures. If we get wind advisories until then, we'll take it. That might increase our fire danger threat, although I do expect the humidity to increase over the next couple days, so that should limit the fire danger threat, even with the stronger winds. By Friday, that could be a concern with the stronger winds and the low relative humidity values. We are ushering in some chillier temperatures. We'll have our coldest air mass of the season this weekend, but because of the clouds and because of the wind staying strong, we don't get as cold as it could be if we had clear skies and calm winds. So consider yourself lucky that we're going to hold off on what could potentially have been our first hard freeze of the season this weekend and early next week with the air mass that's in place. I think clouds and the wind keep us much, much warmer.